Hello everybody, good morning, evening, afternoon, and midnight. Welcome. My name is Amy and this is yoga. For those of you just tuning into this channel, we do focus mainly on vinyasa yoga, and for today in particular we are going to focus on back with some twists as well as some preparations perhaps for kind of winding down at the end of the day. So we are going to go ahead and get started by taking just a nice, comfortable, seated cross-legged position towards the center of the mat. Palms are up, index finger to thumb, shoulders are down and away from your ears. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And incidentally for today, I am using more of a Pilates mat. However, if you would rather use a sticky mat, you may certainly feel free to do so as well. I'm merely just using a Pilates mat for comfort level for today. Really start to soften your eyes, relax your abdomen. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold over your seated cross-legged position, taking your hands only as far forward as your body will allow you. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And really think about lengthening into your spine from the crown of your head down to your tailbone as much as possible here. On your next inhalation, walk your hands back in and come to all fours. Wrists are below your shoulders, knees below your hips. If you need to curl your fingers under like a fist to support the wrists, you may certainly feel free to do so here as well. Inhale into cow, gentle back bend. Exhale, round through to cat. Again, inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. One more time, inhale and exhale. Take your hips to your heels, arms by your side, and relax your brow to or towards the mat. Nice deep breaths. Allowing the shoulders to round downward, really opening into your back and hips. Inhale, come all the way up, shoulders over the hips, and exhale, turn to your right. Inhale, center, exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, center, and exhale, walk your hands forward, curl your toes under. Inhale, walk your hands in, and lift your knees away from the mat, releasing into your calves, releasing the muscles to the bottoms of your feet or plantar fascia, releasing into the Achilles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, come up halfway, resting your hands just below the knees or above the knees. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in your tailbone just like you do for your cat, and inhale, come all the way up to standing. Now let's stand at the very center of the mat and turn to face away from the mat so that you're perpendicular. Inhale, reach your arms up, bring your palms together, and exhale, tip over to your right. So we're making our way into our moon salutations. Inhale, center, and exhale to your left. Now keep in mind this is going to reach quite a bit into the pelvic girdle, especially into the piriformis area, so really listen to your body. Inhale, open out your arms and step nice and wide, turning the toes out slightly. Inhale, exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, exhale, see if you can push the hips back just a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, tip over to your right, turning the toes of your right foot all the way to the front of the mat into triangle. Try to keep your shoulders and hips nice and stacked. Inhale. Exhale, turn to face your right leg. Bring all 10 toes forward to the top of the mat, releasing into pyramid pose. Really lengthening deeply into the back of that right leg, all the way up into the hip. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left knee down, bend the right leg. Inhale, arms come up to a low lunge. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, turn to your left and sit back into a side lunge. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, hands to the floor. Inhale, hips come up. Exhale, side lunge over to your left, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, turn left, right knee down. Inhale, arms up to low lunge. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl the back toes under, lift the right knee. Exhale, push back to pyramid. Inhale, exhale, open out. Coming back to triangle, stacking the hips and shoulders. Inhale, exhale, come all the way up. Back to goddess, elbows at a 90-degree bend. Hinge at the knees, sitting back. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can sit back a little bit more. Inhale, step together, center the mat, arms up. Exhale, tip to the right. Inhale. Exhale, tip left. Inhale. Exhale, step wide, coming back to goddess. Inhale. Exhale, triangle over to your left. Hips and shoulders stacked. Inhale. Exhale, transition into pyramid pose. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms down. Slight quarter turn to the right. Inhale, side lunge, hands to heart center. Exhale, hands to the floor or mat. Inhale, hips up. Exhale, side lunge over to your right. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor or mat. Inhale, hips cup, coming up, and exhale, turn to your right. Inhale to low lunge. And exhale, arms down. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, coming back to triangle pose, reaching up, hips and shoulders stacked. Inhale. Exhale, come up, returning to goddess. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step together, arms up. And exhale, take your hands to heart center. Inhale, release your arms down. And exhale, come back into the mat. Nice, comfortable, seated, cross-legged position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, once again, fold over your seated cross-legged position, lengthening into your spine. Deep breaths. Inhale, walk your hands in. And exhale, return to all fours. Coming back to cat and cow. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through into cat. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Cross your ankles, inhaling, and exhale, roll back, coming to seated cross-legged position. Now we're going to start to utilize either a wall or, if you can, begin to utilize your bed. So we're going to go ahead and come forward. And let's take a seat at the very top of the mat or wherever you're closest to a better wall. You could even use a chair here as well. So go ahead and begin to lay all the way back into the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Take your right knee to your chest. Foot is flexed. Toes spread nice and wide. Soften your eyes. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen your right leg straight up. Now try to extend the back of that leg as much as you possibly can here. And a good rule of thumb, and I have gone over this before in this channel, is the more that you can engage your quadriceps, the more you can lengthen into the hamstrings. So see if you can really engage the quads a little bit more. Pretend like you're doing just simple leg extensions, like you're lifting weights. You're extending the leg forward and you're engaging that quadricep. See if you can lengthen just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, release, and switch sides. Inhale. Exhale, take the left knee to your chest. Foot is flexed, toes spread nice and wide. Breathing deeply. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen the left leg this time. Again, we're engaging the quadriceps to lengthen the hamstrings just a little bit more here. So we're engaging the opposing muscles to lengthen on the muscles that we're focusing on stretching. See if you can lengthen a little bit more. And release that leg down. This time, inhale. Exhale, right knee to your chest. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. And exhale, bring the right heel towards the wall or your bed. We're going to stay here for a moment. And I'll see if you can kind of slide further away from the wall or bed or chair if you're using a chair. Inhale, exhale, press through your left heel, lift the hips. Hold here for just a couple of breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, bring the right leg down. Switching sides, inhale. Exhale, left knee to your chest, foot flexed, toes spread wide. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, bring the left heel into the chair, bed, wall. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips and hold for a couple of breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen the right leg. Exhale, right heel to the bed, chair, or wall. Inhale. Exhale, lift. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, left heel down. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips and hold for 5 breaths. Inhale, release. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale. Exhale, this time bring both knees to your chest. Inhale, lengthen both legs up and hold for a few breaths. Now, again, really think about engaging the quadriceps. It might also help to kind of start to do a little bit of a reverse crunch by tucking in the tailbone. Inhale, take the heels to the wall, bed, or chair. And exhale, lift the hips and hold. Inhale, release. Now this time, as you exhale, take your feet down and go ahead and take both knees over to your left. So now we're coming into that twist, releasing the back and hips. See if you can take your right arm out to the right into cactus arm, or if you have space, see if you can lengthen the arm out to the right. And see if you can start to turn to look over the right shoulder. From here, roll over onto your left side and begin to use your arms to take your hips to the very base of where the wall meets the floor, or at the very base of your chair, or at the very base of your bed, and start to lengthen both legs up, coming back to center. Either drape your legs over your chair or take your heels up to the wall, or drape your legs over your bed, whichever feels most appropriate for you. So what we're doing is we're helping the heart kind of calm. We're not forcing as much blood flow throughout the entire body. We're not forcing the blood flow down to the lower extremities. We're keeping everything more in the upper extremity area. And in so doing, we're slowing down the heart rate. We're bringing our bodies down to a state of relaxation. This is especially useful for winding down at the end of the day. Really start to soften your eyes. And if you want to release the upper back a little bit more, another option would be to take the arms overhead. Deep breaths. And if you have your arms overhead, bring your arms carefully and slowly down by your side. Let's go ahead and back away from the wall, bed, or chair just ever so slightly. Inhale, take your knees to your chest, and exhale, take both legs over to your right this time. Again, either cactus arm or lengthen the arm if you have room. See if you can turn to look over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Releasing the hips, releasing the back. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and roll over onto your right side and kind of scoot just a little closer into the base of your bed or wall or chair, whichever you're using. And inhale, come back to center, either taking your heels all the way up the wall or draping your legs over the bed or chair. Nice deep breaths. And you could either have your arms down by your side, or if you want to release the upper back into the shoulders, go ahead and reach your arms carefully up and down and back. Deep, deep, deep breaths. And inhale, exhale, roll over onto your left side or right side, whichever feels most appropriate for you, given the space that you have to do so. And use the strength of your arms to come all the way up, back onto the mat. Now, if you have access to a really stable chair, which means no chairs that have wheels on them, obviously, or rocking chair or anything that kind of swings back and forth. Use a nice stable chair, or the edge of your bed is even better here. We're going to come into kind of a more of a relaxing form of pigeon. So bear with me, I'm going to kind of adjust the camera ever so slightly. So we're going to go ahead and take the right knee towards the chest and take the right hip to the edge of the bed or chair. Again, whichever you are using, and try to take the left heel into the floor if you can. You'll get a deeper stretch into your calf and Achilles. Inhale, exhale, either come to rest on your elbows or come to rest on your forehead. Deep breaths. And go ahead and walk your hands in and push away from the bed, releasing, and switch sides. Left knee to your chest, come to rest on the left hip, either on your hands or your elbows or your forehead. And go ahead and release. All right, once again, adjusting the camera ever so slightly. And I apologize for those of you that are like me and you get a little bit motion sick. Bear with me. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, take your hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and once again take a nice, comfortable seated cross-legged position towards the center of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over your seated cross-legged position. This time, see if you can take your hands just a little bit further forward. On your next inhalation, walk your hands in, reach up, palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video than usual. This is just kind of yet another idea of what you could possibly do at the end of the day to kind of relax your body in preparation for sleep. Of course, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, go ahead and leave those down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to tap or click on that notification button there, that little bell thing. Thanks again, everybody, and peace. Enjoy your weekend.